start onto our back. So come down onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees drop out naturally to the sides, finding Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. And you can rest the arms by the sides with the palms facing up, or if you want to reach the arms overhead, or if you want to bring the hands to the belly to start to feel the breath, bring the hands to the belly. And if you haven't already, close down the eyes. Just begin your practice by coming into your space, into the four corners of your mat, and then come into your body. And just start to scan the length of your body from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes, and from your toes all the way back up to the crown of your head, and just notice what's arising here. Notice what you feel. Notice any sensations that pop up for you, any feelings of comfort or discomfort, of softness or tightness. Notice all of this with loving kindness, no judgment towards yourself, no attachment to any particular sensation. Simply observe and become aware. And now begin to become aware of your breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let the breath go. Notice how the breath feels. If the breath feels a bit tight or congested, notice. Notice where you feel it the most clearly, if you're feeling it right up into your shoulders or your collarbones or your chest. Start to send the breath down into your belly, allowing your diaphragm to descend with each breath in, feeling the belly swelling and slowly releasing each breath out, feeling the belly sinking. And with each breath out, just allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper into this place of easy awareness of the breath. As you come into this moment and just be in this moment, endeavoring to stay right here, right now, throughout your entire practice. So keep focusing on the breath, cultivating these beautiful belly breaths. And feel the breath starting to soften and slow down, relaxing the body and relaxing the mind. Just 3 more breaths here. And when you finish 3 counts of your breath, start to move. Draw the knees in, all the way into the chest. Maybe give yourself a little squeeze. If you want to rock gently from side to side, give the back a little massage. If you want to circle the knees in one direction and the other, go for it. And from here, we're going to take a hold of the outer edges of the feet, come into a little happy baby. If you can't reach the outer edges of the feet, just take hold of the ankles. Flex the feet as you draw the soles of the feet parallel to the ceiling, feet nice and wide, and then think of gently pulling against the feet to draw the knees close towards the armpits, and feel that nice, gentle release into the hips and the groin. If you want to rock gently from side to side and sort of pedal the knees. Coming into stillness eventually when you're ready, and then lengthening the tailbone down towards the ground. Pull a little tighter against the feet, pulling those knees a little bit closer towards the armpits. Feel that release. Take 1 deep breath in and breath out. Slowly release. The feet all the way down to the ground. Plant the feet about hip distance apart. Reach both arms out to either side of you. You're going to pick the left foot up off the ground, bending the left knee, dorsiflex the left foot, and then take the left foot across the right thigh. And then without using the hands, see if you can draw the left knee towards the front, opening up into that left hip and into the left glute. Good. From here, take a breath in. On the breath out, we're going to drop both knees over towards the left, still keeping that foot to the thigh, still flexing the left foot. Drop both knees over, coming into a little twist here. Think of gently pressing that right knee down towards the ground, holding it here. Deep breath in and breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Extend the left leg up to the ceiling. Press out through the left heel and release it down, coming to the other side. Pick the right foot up, flexing the right foot. Take the right ankle across the left thigh. Open up into that right hip. Try not to use the hands. Think of drawing that right knee closer towards the front, opening into the right hip, into the right glute. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, drop both knees over to the right, still flexing that right foot, and gently pressing that left knee down towards the ground, coming into this little twist. Deep breath in and breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Really press the right heel up towards the ceiling. And slowly release. And we're going to come up to our mat. You can squeeze the knees into the chest. And you can rock and roll a few times along the spine. Coming all the way up to a cross-legged seat. And then we're going to come straight onto our hands and our knees to a tabletop position. Set yourself up here with the shoulders stacking over the wrists and the hips stacking over the knees, and just taking a neutral spine to begin with. We're going to take a breath in into a nice cow position, opening the chest, drop the belly down towards the ground, creating this nice extension into the spine. As you exhale, round out through the spine, tucking the tailbone under, draw the chin towards the chest. And we'll just keep moving here. You can close down the eyes if you like, moving to your own rhythm, to your own breath, as we initiate this movement to breath connection that we really try and maintain throughout our entire practice. Elongating each breath in and lengthening each breath out as you slow down the movement, and just feel the articulation of the spine. Flexing, feeling the vertebrae getting further apart, and as you extend, feeling the vertebrae coming closer together. Just 2 more rounds here. Coming back to a neutral spine. From here, going to extend the left leg straight back and the right arm forward, finding balance and stability. Nice and engaged into the core, and breathing nice, smooth, soft breaths in and out through the nose. Deep breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. From here, you're going to reach the right arm straight out to the right, and the left leg goes out to the left, coming into this ninja tabletop, holding it here. Keep pressing through that left heel, trying to lift the left leg up in line with the hip. Notice where your weight is distributing. If it's coming more into one side, try and distribute the weight evenly. Deep breath in and breath out. And from here, you're going to just take the left foot straight down to the ground, and then you're going to release the left hand off the ground, lifting the chest, coming up nice and tall with this left leg down. From here, we're going to take a little side stretch, flatten the left foot to the ground. If you can either take the left hand just to the left leg, or if you have the range, you can take the left fingertips down to the ground, or even maybe bring the hand to a block. If you don't have a block, a stack of books works as well. Taking that left hand down, and then you're going to reach the right fingertips over towards the left leg, over to the left hand wall, taking this nice side stretch. Keep the chest nice and open, and think of drawing that right shoulder back so we're not collapsing the right shoulder down like this. Really open up and feel that sensation into the right side body. Taking a deep breath in and breath out. One more. Inhale, exhale. Come all the way back up to center, and we're going to take it to the other side. So you're going to take the right fingertips down beside you, reach the left arm towards the right, lengthening out into the left side body, holding it here. Keep sending the hips forward. Deep breath in, breath out. One more. Inhale, exhale. Come back to center, all the way back to our tabletop. Plant the palms, draw the left knee back in, and we'll do it all on the other side. Extend the right leg straight back and the left arm forward, holding it here nice and stable first. Really press back through that right heel, stable through the core. Deep breath in, breath out, holding stillness. Breath in, breath out. Take the left arm straight out to the left, right leg goes out to the right into our ninja tabletop, holding it here. Lots of strength into the glutes. Deep breath in, breath out. One more. Inhale, exhale. Lower the right foot straight down beside you. Come all the way up, lifting the chest, taking the right fingertips down either to the right leg or all the way down to the ground or to a block or your stack of books. Reach the left fingertips towards the right, stretching out into the left side body. Keep moving the hips forward. Deep breath in, breath out. One more breath. Keep reaching, and then come back to center, taking it over to the other side. Left fingertips down beside you. Over towards the left, lengthening out into the right side body. Keep moving that left hip forward, holding it here. Reaching, lengthening into the right side body, breathing deep into the right side body. Come all the way back up, back to your tabletop. Plant the palms, draw the knees back in, bring the knees nice and wide and your big toes to touch. Sink the hips back to your heels, reach the hands forward and relax the forehead down to the ground, coming to your balasana, your child's pose. And just softening here, feeling the third eye, connecting to the earth below. Still feeling the breath into your belly, and in this position you'll feel the lower back expanding with each breath in and sinking with each breath out. From here, reach the fingertips a little bit closer towards the front of your mat so you're really stretching out in through the arms, into the side body and the spine. And we're going to walk the hands over towards the left. Take a little side stretch here, creeping those right fingertips even further forward. Relax the forehead back down and breathe into your right side body, feeling the right rib cage expanding. And walk the hands all the way over to the right, taking it on the other side. Creep the left fingertips even further forward so you really feel that length into the left side body. Feel the breath now into the left side body. One more breath in and out. Walk the hands back to the middle. Look forward. Come back to your tabletop. And from here, spread the fingers really wide and we'll just draw some little circles over the wrists, just to warm up into the wrist before we come into our first downward facing dog. Change directions, keeping the arms nice and straight. Feel the weight pressing into the inner aspects of the wrists and into your fingertips. Turn the fingertips out sideways and go from side to side just a few times. And walk the fingertips all the way around as much as you can to face towards the kneecaps. Stretching out into the forearms. If you feel comfortable, sink the hips back. Palms can lift off the ground. Really feel that stretch. And release. We're going to come into our downward facing dog. Plant the hands shoulder width apart, still spreading the fingers nice and wide. Step the feet back, lift the hips up and back. And just begin by bending the left knee, the right knee. Walking out your dog. As you just settle into this down dog, maybe give the head a little shake, yes and no. And then come into your down dog. Do what you need to do here. Bend the knees if you need to, if you're tight into the hamstrings. Feeling this nice neutral spine, so think of lifting up through the hips, lifting up through the tail. If you feel okay to straighten the legs and you can still keep that nice neutral spine, straighten the legs and press the heels down towards the ground. Feel the stretch out into the hamstrings. Feel the palms of the hands and the fingertips connecting nice and firmly to the ground below as you press the ground away. Holding space here. Listen to your breath. In and out through the nose. One more deep breath in. And breath out. We're going to walk all the way to the top of the mat, little steps, until you bring the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Come to a halfway lift as you take a breath in, taking a nice flat back, really reaching the crown of the head forward. As you exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin towards the chest, and we'll flow through 2 more rounds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. One more, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Uttanasana, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Come all the way up to standing. Reaching the arms up as you go, taking a deep breath in, gaze up between the palms. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and just feel really grounded here as you press the weight of your body down through the feet. Press the palms together and contract. Inhale, lengthen back up again. Gaze up between the palms, really reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, inhale, reach up. This time on the breath out, bow forward, hinging from your hips all the way down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your high plank. We're moving through our Sun Salutation A, our Surya Namaskar A. Just hold this plank for a few breaths just to create a really nice, strong plank here. Dropping the knees down to the ground if you need to, but wherever you are, make sure you're tucking the tailbone under, engaging into the core, shoulders stacking over the wrists, and pressing the ground away. Good, just one more breath in, and breath out. Shift forward so your shoulders come over the fingertips. You can still drop the knees here if you need to as well. We're going to slowly lower all the way down onto the belly, squeezing those elbows in towards the ribs. As you lower all the way down, flatten the tops of the feet. Bring the hands beside your chest, squeezing those elbows in towards your rib cage. As you inhale, peel the chest off the ground to a baby cobra. Exhale as you melt the chest down. 2 more, moving to your breath. One more. Tuck the toes under, press back up to your plank. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking 1 full breath in and let the breath go. Look forward, walk, or you can take 1 big step to the top of the mat, coming to your halfway lift as you take a breath in. Exhale, fold down. Press down through the feet as you come all the way up to standing. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back, high plank. Shift forward, drop the knees if you need to. Bend the arms, lower all the way down or just halfway down to your chaturanga. And then as you inhale, press the ground away. Come to cobra, or if you're ready, come to upward facing dog. Lifting up through the chest, really engage into the legs and the glutes. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 1 deep breath in. Breath out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Walk, step, or you can float to the top of the mat. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Uttanasana, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, just 1 more round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Shift forward, drop the knees if you need, bend the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just take a few breaths here. Slowing the breath down. Find your engagement again here. Remember to press the ground away, lift up through those hips. Really feel the length into your side body. Take 1 more breath in. And breath out. On the next breath in, you're going to raise your right leg up to the sky to a 3-legged dog. Come high onto the left toes, and as you look forward, draw the right knee into the nose. We're going to step the right foot forward between the palms of the hands, and then you're going to drop the back knee down to the ground. Come to a low lunge. Reach both arms up. Melt the hips forward. You can untuck the toes if you like. Squeeze into the left glute. Really lengthen by lifting up through the chest, reaching up through the fingertips. Even your pinky fingers are reaching up towards the ceiling, holding it here. Deep breath in. Breath out. Lower the fingertips or the palms of the hands to frame your front foot. Tuck the back toes under. We're going to straighten the back leg, so lift it off the ground, and then you're going to straighten the front leg as well, as much as you can, while keeping those fingertips, palms on the ground. Think of a nice flat back here, reaching the crown of the head forward, taking a deep breath in. On the breath out, fold the forehead towards the right shin or the knee. Inhale, come back halfway. And then from here, you're going to walk the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Keep walking the hands all the way around to the middle as you pivot the right foot in and spin the back foot flat, coming to Prasarita, Padottanasana. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders to like a halfway lift position, taking a deep breath in. On the breath out, fold the crown of the head towards the ground, moving to breath. Inhale, back to halfway. Exhale, fold. Keep the legs nice and active. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, and we're going to hold it here. If you want, you can walk the hands between the feet or even all the way back behind you and sort of pull the hands against the ground to fold deeper. 3 breaths here. One more breath. Back, below the shoulders first, and then you're going to walk the hands over towards the left foot. Pivot the left foot to face now towards the back, and we're going to drop the right knee down to the ground, coming into our low lunge on the other side. As you inhale, reach both arms up, lift up through the chest, melt the hips forward, squeeze into your right glute, holding it here. Deep breath in and breath out. Lower the fingertips to frame the left foot. We're going to slide onto the front heel to Adha Hanumanasana, half split. Flex the left foot so you're curling the toes towards the shin, and press down through that left heel, and at the same time pull back on that left heel. Nice flat back here, reaching the crown of the head forward. Deep breath in. On the breath out, fold forward. Again, inhale, come back halfway. Exhale, fold. Keep pulling on that heel one more time. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, and hold it here. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Create flexion into the spine. Keep pulling back on that left heel. Pulling back on that left outer hip. One more breath in. And breath out. Come back to halfway. Now walk the left hand back to the inside of the left leg all the way around, and we're going to draw this right foot behind the right knee. So you've got to adjust the right foot, and then you're going to spin that left foot flat, just like we did at the very beginning of the class. Come all the way up, lifting the chest. Take the hands to the hips. Take the left hand down the left leg, or again to the ground or to a block. Reach the right fingertips towards the left, lengthening out into the right side body. Deep breath in and breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center, taking it over to the other side. Right fingertips down. Keep moving the right hip forward as you reach the left fingertips towards the right, holding it here. If you want to take it a little bit further, lift the left leg off the ground, coming into like a modified plank, so our right shoulder's directly stacking over the wrist. Keep reaching, lengthening into the left side body, holding it here. Deep breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Release the left toes, plant the left palm beside the right palm, and we're going to step all the way back to our downward facing dog, stepping the right foot back, lifting the hips up and back. Taking just a few moments here before we do it on the other side. On the next breath in, raise the left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Look forward, draw the left knee into the nose, step the left foot forward between the palms, drop the back knee down to the ground, come to your low lunge. Inhale to reach up, sinking the hips forward, squeeze into that right glute. Maybe if you want to start to take a little back bend here, you can start to take a little back bend, lifting up through the chest even more. One more breath in and breath out. Lower the fingertips to frame the left foot, lift the back knee, straightening the back leg, and then we're going to try and straighten the front leg as well as much as you can. Keep pulling back on that left outer hip. Think of pressing down through the right heel. Come to a halfway lift position, nice flat back, reach the crown of the head forward, breath in, breath out, fold forward. Inhale halfway. You can use blocks underneath the hands or books underneath the hands as well if you're really struggling to reach the fingertips to the ground. Fold it forward. One more time. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Now walk the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Keep walking the hands all the way around as you pivot the left foot in. So we're coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Plant both palms below the shoulders, and you're going to keep the right palm planted. Peel the left arm up towards the ceiling, coming into a nice deep twist here. Look up towards the left fingers, deep breath in. On the breath out, lower the left palm, peel the right arm up. Look up towards the fingers, twisting deeply into the spine, deep breath in. On the breath out, lower the right palm, fold it down. And this time, if you feel like you can support yourself with just your legs, you can interlace the fingers behind the back and rinse out into the shoulders. reaching the crown of the head down towards the ground. Legs are still nice and active and strong. Just one more breath. And release the fingertips, and you're going to walk the fingertips towards the right foot, pivoting the right foot forward. Bring the fingertips to frame the right foot. Drop the left knee down to the ground. Bend into the right knee. Inhale to reach both arms up. Melt the hips forward. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, release the fingertips. Slide onto the right heel to your half split. Really flex the right foot. Pull back on that right heel so we create some nice engagement into the hamstring underneath all the length we're creating. Pull back on the right outer hip and lift up through the right sit bone. Take a breath in. On the breath out, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, fold and hold it here. A few breaths. Soften into your shoulders. Keep drawing back on that right heel, planted firmly to the ground. One more breath in. And breath out. Come back to that halfway lift position. Draw the right hand to the inside of the right leg, walking the hands all the way around. And you're going to bring the left foot straight behind the left knee. Bring the right foot flat and then come all the way up, lifting the chest. Take the right fingertips to the ground, to the leg, just like we did on the other side. Reach the left fingertips towards the right. So we're taking this nice lateral line stretch. Keep pressing the left hip forward. Deep breath in and breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to the other side. Left fingertips down beside the left knee. Reach the right fingertips towards the left, so the biceps in line with your ear. Really open up into the chest, and maybe here, if you want to take it a little bit further, lift the right leg off the ground, really engaging into the left side body as you reach through the right side body. Keep holding it. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Good. Breath out. Lower the right foot. Plant the right palm down beside the left palm. Step the left foot back to downward facing dog. Well done. Take a little walk here. One more deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. From here, we're going to walk the hands all the way back to the feet. So like little steps of the hands all the way back to the feet. Feet are still hips distance apart. Take hold of your opposite elbows and hang into a little ragdoll. Relax the neck and the head. If you want to start by just gently swaying from side to side. Of course, you can bend the knees here as much as you need to. Do whatever feels good for you, what feels good for your back. To release here. And just feel like you're hanging, letting go of all tension that perhaps built up during the flow when we contracted the muscles and engaged and strengthened. Let it go now. One more breath in. And breath out. Release the fingertips to the ground. Bring the feet together. Come all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up. Bring the hands to heart center. From here, you're going to take a big step with the left foot forward, and you're going to pivot both feet, both toes out, so the heels are turning in, bringing the hands to heart center. Take as wide a stance as you like, or as short a stance as you like. We're going to come into a goddess squat, bending the knees, sinking the butt nice and low, keeping the chest lifted. Try and keep the knees tracking over the toes. Try not to drop the knees too much inward like this, really opening up into the hips as much as you can, holding it here. Feel like you're squeezing the heels towards one another against the ground. And then from here, we're just going to take a little flow with our arms to, again, stretch out into the side body. So you're going to take opposite arms to reach in opposite directions. So as the right fingertips reach towards the left knee, the left fingertips are reaching towards the right, taking a breath in, and then switching. Taking a breath in to the other side. Breath in, other side. One more. Bring the hands back to heart center. Take one more breath in, maybe sink a little deeper. And breath out. Come all the way back up to standing. Heel toe the feet all the way in. Bringing the feet together. We're going to come into a tree pose, Vrksasana, leaning into the right leg, really grounding down through the right standing leg. You're going to pick the left foot up just to a spot that's comfortable for you, maybe to the ankle, and still balancing the toes to the ground, maybe up to the calf. If you want to take it all the way out to the thigh, you may need to use the assistance of your hand and placing it on the thigh. Trying to open up into the hips, lots of squeezing into our tush, reaching the crown of the head up, and then maybe extending your branches, growing a little taller. Focus and concentration, and coming back to the breath. Focusing on the breath and being in the present moment is so important for our balance. As soon as the mind becomes distracted, that's when we start to lose that balance and we may fall. But if you can come back and just be here without judgment, and you can steady the mind and in turn steady the body. One more breath in, and mindfully, slowly release. Coming to the other side. Take the right foot to the left ankle or to a place that's comfortable for you. Keep lifting up to the chest, growing nice and tall. So you find this balance between growing taller and rooting down like you have roots connecting you to the ground below. And just like a tree, the roots grow up through the trunk of the tree to create full expression and growth. One more breath in, and slowly release. Well done. Bring the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, turning the toes out. Bring the hands to your heart center. We're going to come into a malasana, a yogi squat, sinking the butt almost all the way down. If you need to, you can take a block or a cushion or something underneath your butt, holding it here. Bring the elbows against the knees or the inner thighs and really squeeze towards the elbows. Lift up through the chest, holding it here. Maybe close down the eyes and steady the breath. Keep squeezing. Soften the breath. Take one more breath in. And we're going to sink the butt all the way down. Cross the legs. Finding a nice comfy seat. Let's take a little twist. Twisting to the right, take the left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind you, look over the right shoulder. Twisting deeply, deep breath in. On the breath out, go deeper. One more breath in. And release. Take it to the other side. Looking over to the left shoulder. One more breath in. And breath out. Release. You're going to keep the right foot in towards your groin and you're going to extend the left leg straight out, coming into a half dragonfly. Flex the left foot. We're going to come into a nice side stretch here. You can do this in a couple of different ways. I like to take my left forearm down to the ground and then reach the right fingertips towards the left foot. If you can't reach the left foot, that's fine. We're just looking for this sensation into the right side body. So if you're somewhere up here, that's okay, as long as you're keeping the chest nice and open, not collapsing the right shoulder down like this. And if you struggle with this, you can sort of bring the hands together or the fist onto the left hand and do it like this to keep opening up into the chest. So just do what works for you. Taking a few breaths here. If you want to have a little play, you're feeling like something else, you can come into a compass pose by grounding the right sit bone, taking the left hand to the left heel and sitting up, lifting up into the chest. Nice hamstring stretch and side body stretch. One more breath in and breath out. Use the breath in to come back up if you're in that side stretch, and then we switch it to the other side. Pull the left heel into the groin, extend the right leg out, taking it over to the right foot, opening up into the chest, really feeling that stretch into the left side body, and feel the breath into the left side body as well. Bring it here. If you want to come into that compass, you're going to take the right hand to the right heel and extend the right leg up, still flexing the foot. One more breath in and breath out. Use the breath in to slowly come all the way back up. Good. We're going to come down onto our backs. When you get there, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And just notice as we draw towards the end of the practice what sensations you're feeling now. Really tuning in. From here, keep the left knee hugging in, extend the right leg long on the ground, pressing out through the right heel. We're going to come into a supine twist, guide the left knee across to the right, reach the left arm out, gaze over to the left. Feel yourself releasing deeper into the twist with each breath out. One more breath in and breath out. Inhale to come back. Pull the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long, press out through the left heel. Guide the right knee across to the left. Reach the right arm out, gaze over to the right, drawing that right shoulder back down towards the ground if it's lifted. Holding it here. One more breath in and breath out. Come back to center. Take the time now, if you would like to take any last posture or stretch, or if you're ready, come to your final resting pose, lengthening everything out into your savasana, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Feet dropping naturally out to the sides. The legs are completely relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed to allow a beautiful opening of your chest for the easiest, smoothest, natural breath. Your face is soft. Your jaw is unlocked. There's no tension in that area. And feel every last bit of tension melting away from your forehead, your brow line, your temples. Enjoying this time to rest, be still, and be here. Nowhere else. Not needing to change a single thing about this very moment. offering complete acceptance and loving kindness towards yourself and towards this moment. Thank you so much for sharing in this practice. Love and gratitude to you. Wishing you a beautiful day. Take as much time as you need to rest before you go out into your day. Namaste.